What is up, dudes, dudettes, and all my beautiful people of the interwebs? Bloody here, aka the Gothic Gamer, and your native and man, I can't even speak today. Your resident anime king. I gotta say, it is good to finally be back and doing another show here. Of course, we got some good topics cooking up today, and of course, I got the usual guests here on the show. Actually, only one. Some things came up for one of our boys. So me and the homie here are going to be holding it down. You know how we do it. But let's go ahead and introduce him. He's the man who needs no introduction, really. He does all the art. You can see him all across Twitter doing everything for everyone because his man don't stop. Of course, give it up for the man Soul King.
What is good, everybody? I'm just ready to get to these topics.
Of course, you're ready to get into these topics. I know we were kind of talking about them a little bit before today. Yeah. And some other things going on. So definitely some interesting stuff that's come up in the past week or so. So let's go ahead and start with them. And the first one is probably one of the biggest ones that surprised us. And this one actually really surprised me, and I kind of want to start off with this, is that we already know how big of a movie Infinity War was this year. For Marvel, for Avengers, for everything, right? We're talking about a movie that broke just at $2 billion and had the fastest 24-hour pre-sales of any movie ever. We know just how big of a juggernaut this film was. Well, it looks like we have another contender this year for possibilities because Aquaman. Yes, Aquaman has actually beat the record of pre-sale tickets of Infinity War. Note, this is only coming from one ticket company, from Atom Tickets. This doesn't include Fandango or any other AMC, Cinemark, or any pre-sale tickets coming from those companies. This is specifically from Atom themselves, and they're stating that already the early response for pre-sale tickets for Aquaman has already outpaced that in 24 hours of Infinity War, which is a good thing and very surprising because as we saw during our 1-year anniversary, like a certain king, David, is quick to write off Aquaman. But it seems that a lot of people are really feeling the new trailer and everything that's coming out for the new film and are really looking forward to it. What are your thoughts on this, Soul?
I remember a couple podcasts, a couple episodes back, I was saying like I fuck with Black Panther super heavy.
And yeah, you did.
And I said Aquaman will do better. It just looks so good. It's so fleshed out. Everything looks amazing. And I just know that this is going to be perceived really well. It looks amazing.
It really does. The what they've done with the special effects is already looking great. The suit designs and everything looks phenomenal. The way that they're handling all the animation for Atlantis alone is mind-boggling. And like you said, you did really mess with Black Panther a lot. You saw that movie how many times in theater?
Probably like 6 or 7, honestly.
Yeah, I was about to say you're the reason that movie made as much money as it did.
But like, yeah, that like Aquaman, like our past episode, you know, like King David, he was just like bashing it. But like, what can you hate about what they showed us? Showed everything they showed us was amazing. Like it looked like it was a finished film like 6 months ago.
It really does. I think he's just kind of just hating on it just to kind of mess with it a little bit more. But he knows where they need to step up with it. So
like I don't know, like he I guess he still believes it still, you know, has that stench, but it doesn't. It doesn't have that Batman versus Superman stench or, you know, Justice League stench to it.
No, I think it's more that he feels that it still has a tie to the Zack Snyder DCEU.
But you can just tell from the trailers it doesn't, man. Come on.
Yeah. I think it's just because of the fact of what they've already established. But I completely understand where he's coming from and his worries and stuff like that. But I think we're gonna see a much different take because I like the freedom that they gave with Jason Momoa a little bit more with the character and what they done with the script, and of course bringing out one of the big bads like Black Manta and just how amazing that suit looks like. I think it's the perfect villain to go alongside with the fact that other than him being a part of it, that they're going after, you know, Aquaman's brother.
Yeah, it's just I can't wait. I really can't wait. And when does it come out again? It's like really soon, right? It's like in December.
December.
Yeah,
Yeah.
December. Yeah.
What is the date? Let me pull up the article here.
Yeah, like I'm definitely gonna be in there. I'm definitely gonna pre-order the Black Manta. Actually, it's already out. I'm gonna buy the Black Manta Funko Pop. It's
Oh,
like
definitely. December
it's
21st is
okay.
when it's coming out.
Yeah, I think it's gonna do crazy numbers. It might set records for that holiday. It might.
For the holiday, I'm definitely feeling that this movie's going to do records for the holiday season. I really think that it is going to succeed fairly well, and I really hope it does, because if this movie succeeds and then Shazam next year, it does show a massive turnaround for what DC can do with movies.
Yeah, I think they kind of learned their lesson.
That's the hope, is that they learned their lesson.
Yeah.
That's the big hope, is that they really did learn their lesson.
But I was like my expectations are really high, so like I hope they don't let me down, because I've been riding for this movie for this is like I seen it. So
right, I've been hoping really well for it, because I do like Aquaman. I really do like Aquaman, and what they've kind of done with the character. I do like Jason Momoa's take on it. It's interesting. It does have a mix of what we know of Aquaman in multiple senses, from the fact that he's very regal, but he's also very funny. He's a skilled martial artist and stuff like that. So it's going to be a very interesting take in everything.
yeah, I agree.
Definitely. But for those who are unsure, definitely this is showing a good sign for it. And if you're interested in that film, you're definitely going to hear from us on our thoughts about it, and definitely know where we're coming from on it, because right now we really have good hopes for where this movie's coming from.
Yeah.
All right. So with that being said, more on the DC front, and this is something that we found interesting. And so you and Op have been watching Titans very heavily. Y'all are the ones who are watching it. I'm still not sure about it. I don't know if I want to drop the $8 for a month on that yet. I might just do the free and then go from there. But y'all have been watching it, and y'all said that Titans have been really good, have been really killing it for a live action show.
Yeah, it's like I was like kind of skeptical about like paying for the service, but like actually I feel like I'm getting my money's worth. And like, eventually they're gonna bring out Young Justice. So I think it's a real good right now it's a decent service. And like Titans is really good. It's a completely different take on just the characters. It's super graphic. It's really good. I like it.
And with the service, don't you get the comics as well?
Yeah, you get the comics. You get it's really good. Like you get all the comics from like all the Batman comics. You get the Dark Knights, Dark Metals, all that. So.
Oh, they had the DC Metal event. I know. Yep. I want to read that one.
Yep.
But yeah. So you two have been watching. Y'all talk about it quite a lot, because y'all talk about how good it is and everything that's going on. And most recently, I think it was the last episode of the week before's episode, is that they showed off the current other Robin as being none other than the most controversial and hated Robin, Jason Todd. And that Jason Todd is very dude bro in the TV show.
He's the thing about Jason Todd in the Titans show is like he acts like a modern kid, but like he's really kind of fucked up in the head. He's kind of like messed up mentally. So like he does some crazy things to some innocent people. Like you'll be like, why would he do this? Like and like you'll see his mentality, and like maybe like later on in the story, if we do, like, because we're about to talk about it now, you'll understand why he does like the stuff he does when he gets older.
Yep. Hang on, responding here to Ed. Yes, Ed, that is the Red Hood. That is Jason Todd. But yes, so recently, after they premiered Jason Todd on the Titan show, there was a phone number that was shown up and kind of doing its rounds on the DC Universe website, as well as subreddits and other places. Well, it turns out that they were doing a very similar event for a call-in line, kind of what they did back in the 80s with the Death in the Family storyline. They were taking calls to see what people wanted to happen to Jason Todd, if they wanted to kill him or if they wanted to let him live. But right now, from the early reports, is that with a lot of the calls, it seems a lot of fans kind of want to change history just a little bit by saving Jason Todd. But it's still interesting that DC's wanted to do a lot of throwbacks like that and do something in a very interesting manner, because not only were they doing during the tease for killing Jason Todd in the Titans TV show, which means to me that they've recorded 2 different takes of the script with either storyline. But the other biggest thing is that they're actually teasing another death in the Bat family in their comic books, not as a call-in event, but they are teasing it because of the fact that they released the cover image for the newest comic in the Batman Beyond series, and it shows that the current Robin, Terry's younger brother, is actually being carried by Bruce, who's in the Dark Knight costume. And it shows Terry kind of broken down, and it's very reminiscent to the comic cover for Death in the Family, where Batman is carrying Jason Todd's body away from the warehouse where he was killed in. So it's very interesting that DC is doing a lot of these big throwbacks from, especially to Death in the Family, because I think Death in the Family is probably one of the most seminal storylines for Batman, especially for the Bat family as a whole, because it showed what people were feeling, what they were willing to do, and just kind of what the Joker's done to really torture Bruce and the whole Bat family as a whole, you know?
Yeah, I agree. Like, even like they're doing a lot of stuff. Like, I don't know if you know recently, but like in the comics, they just killed off Deathwing. I mean, that's a Deathwing, Nightwing. So
really, they killed Dick.
Yep. So it's like they're really trying to play towards seeing how, you know, Bruce breaks down emotionally. And I like it.
Yeah,
so we're getting different takes just on how he, like, they're like, the way that they're going now with Bruce is, we don't know what he really thinks. And like, just for like, and just in the comics, Heroes in Crisis, they have like this, I guess like I guess like they go to like therapy, and they like express their emotions, and like you get to actually see how, you know, Bruce feels and stuff like that.
Interesting. That's actually something unique, because with everything that's happened to Batman over the years, we've seen a lot of broken aspects of his psyche, and yet still seen him somehow stay together. But at the same time, he's expressly stated that everything does affect him. And we saw that with the, Justice League Doom, where the Agamemnon contingency plans gets leaked out. And he even shows that there's a contingency plan for himself. And his biggest aspect is that he's human. You know, he's the only human amongst gods and superpowered beings. And that, unlike them, his biggest weakness is his emotions, going after his family, his friends, those he cares about. Like Barbara, Dick, Jason, Damian, you know, even Commissioner Gordon, all of them are what hurts him the most.
And I would say just about talking about, you know, the scenario just talking about, that's in continuity. So like in Heroes in Crisis, I'm sorry, they, like, the heroes still have that in the back of their thought. Like Batman always has a plan B. So like in Heroes in Crisis, a lot of heroes die. They somehow get killed, and they're trying to figure out, like, Batman, you should know what's going on. So why, like, what is really going on? And he's saying he has no idea, and they don't believe him, because Batman always has like some secret going on. He always has kryptonite in his on his hip or stuff like that. They really can't like trust him and stuff like that.
Yeah, he always has some sort of clue of what's going on, and you know, he has that plan and thought for whatever happens. And like, for him to be actually like caught off guard, that seems almost impossible.
Yeah, I really like it. I like what they're doing right now. They're going in a completely different direction in the comics, and I'm with it. So.
And that's really good. I think it's always unique to get those kinds of views and adaptations for characters that have been so well established, to really see the change over time and to see how different people see that character and to see what's going through them and what we can add to kind of really give that character new depth, you know. And I think this showing the more humanistic and really flawed aspect of Batman is something so unique, because we've seen him as the always has a plan, willing to do anything and kind of stuff. I mean, you're talking to the man who out bluffed Darkseid about nuking all of Apocalypse because he stole the nuclear launch codes for their, you know, their weapons of mass destruction. And Darkseid said if it was anyone else, he would call their bluff, but he knew Batman would seriously do it. You know, we've seen that character that always has that plan, but now to hear that they are currently doing did an event where they kind of showed that more humanistic side is really good to see.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's getting good on the DC side, man. It's getting good.
And that's what they should do. You know, it's always good to see that DC does. I'll say this: DC's definitely stepped up with their comic books more than anything else recently. I was like, we've had some back and forth with Marvel canceling series and then bringing it back and then canceling a different series and stuff like that. So them on the comic side has always been kind of iffy, but it's good to see that DC has kind of stepped up. The only big issue with DC on the comic side is that they're constantly rebooting everything, because it was only like 3 or 4 years ago that we got the New 52, and then shortly after that, they like a year in or so, they rebooted again with Rebirth.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, I think Rebirth was like, it wasn't really like that at all, really. So
yeah. But
they've been consistent here and there. So
yeah, and that's the big thing, is that's what they need to do is to really kind of nail that down, and then they should be able to really get that going. Now, hopping over from the DC side to the Marvel side, we also got some news here, and the fact is that recently, just a few days ago, actually, they released the official timeline of all of the movies and where everything takes place in the continuity of, you know, the MCU, which was really nice, because a lot of people had actually been putting together their own, you know, timeline versions from what we were able to gather and fit together from the TV shows, the movies, and everything else. But the fact that they officially released a actual timeline is good to know. You know, it's really nice to see it. But alongside with them releasing this official timeline, they've also made some last minute changes to certain things. And one of the biggest ones is that they changed a few of the years that certain films took place just to fit them a little bit better. Because the biggest one is Iron Man, the first Iron Man, which we knew took place originally in 2008, but they changed the timeline to put it in 2010. So that way it lines up with the events of the first Avengers. Yep. They changed the timeline from Iron Man 1 to 2010, so that 2 years after that, we have the events of the Battle of New York and the first Avengers film.
I kind of don't like that.
Yeah, that's the only one that they seem to have changed here. And then, of course, Captain America: First Avenger took place in 1943 and 45. I mean, who would have guessed, right? Course, yeah. I mean, I don't know how they could change that one. Iron Man 2 took place in 2011, right alongside Thor, which was happening simultaneously. Avengers took place in 2012, with Iron Man 3 a couple months after the Battle of New York. Then Thor: Dark World took place in 2013. Then Winter Soldier took place in 2014, which we did know because they did give us that context of the year in Winter Soldier. And then Guardians of the Galaxy also took place in 2014, with Guardians of the Galaxy 2 a few months after the end of the first film. Then in 2015, we had Age of Ultron, which we knew, as well as the first Ant-Man film. And then in 2016, we had Captain America Civil War, and then Spider-Man Homecoming. And this is the part where caused a lot of issues, is because, one, we also know that after the Avengers film during the Battle of New York, there was that time gap in Spider-Man Homecoming where it was confirmed that the Sony studios had actually messed up that time jump that we saw at the end of the film, where they were like, I think they said 6 or 8 years later. I can't remember which one, but it was meant to put it alongside Civil War when Homecoming took place, because of the fact that it was right around that same time. But they put in the wrong number of years. I think it was 6 years, and I think they were supposed to put 4. But I believe they put 6, so they threw off that timeline. But this is them correcting that. And then in 2016 through 2017, we had Doctor Strange. Yeah, during that whole year, which we saw kind of play out throughout the movie. And then 2017, we had Black Panther and Thor Ragnarok. And then culminating into Avengers Infinity War, which doesn't make sense because they said Infinity War took place a year after Black Panther, so that should put it in 2018. So like, I think they did kind of make some issues.
I swear that Infinity War was like current time. Like
Infinity War was supposed to be in 2018 because it was set a year after Black Panther, because they had spent 2 years on the run after the end of Civil War, after Cap broke everyone out of the raft.
They messed up. Yeah, they definitely messed up.
Yeah. So that's kind of where that's supposed to take place. Now, the only two missing off the list is the Incredible Hulk and Ant-Man and the Wasp, which leaves a lot of people questioning about Ant-Man and the Wasp, but because of the time that the beginning of the film took place, as well as where it left off at the end of the film, because of that tease that we saw in the post-credit scene, where it shows that it's taking place at the same time as Infinity War. But I believe, if people remember, is that during the film, it was right a little bit after they had been arrested from Civil War. I think this was probably about mid 2017 that it took place. And then that's where the whole movie took place. And then during that time, after the cut scene leading into the end credits, is that they explained that it was a couple months later that passed. And then that's when they were helping Ghost get particles from the quantum realm to help stabilize her genetic makeup. And that's why it was running alongside Infinity War.
So it actually did take place during Infinity War.
Yes, because there was a time gap or a time jump that happened leading into the end credit scene.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I think that's something that a lot of people skipped over or didn't catch, is that they said that it was a couple months later after they stopped the fight with Ghost and going into that end credit scene, that it was a couple months before they went back into the quantum realm to get the quantum particles to try and help her. So yeah, so with them releasing this timeline, it does help, but at the same time, it does add a bit of complications to what we know and how they have to kind of retcon and readjust certain aspects of the movies.
I agree.
What are your thoughts on it, man?
I was just thinking about it. Like, I definitely didn't. I haven't seen the second Ant-Man. I didn't know that it actually took place during, Infinity War.
Yeah, it took place just prior to Infinity War, and then the end cutscene takes place during Infinity War, and that shows what happens to Scott and why he wasn't aware of what was going on.
Okay. Well, I think they should. Honestly, I think they shouldn't even did that. I think they should just left it to the fans try to come up with it. But now fans are going to now try to like
they're good. Yeah, and I sent you that video. What, right before Infinity War launch, we were talking about it, of that dude who did a very good, quick recap of the entire series and accounting for the shows and roughly putting in their timeline. So now that's going to have to be readjusted, but kudos to that guy. I wish I could find that video and I'd give him some respect and a shout out. But yeah, like
even with this official timeline, it like they didn't put all the effort into like really trying to connect everything.
Yeah, so it's still going to have to be up to the fans really to reestablish everything from now what they give us as the official years, but we still have to go based off what we can find in the films and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's going to be very interesting with this because, like I said, it does give a lot of nice context and everything that's going on, but it also does bring complications that should be expected with these kinds of things, you know. So it is what it is, but hopefully for all the fans, it doesn't discourage them too much because it at least is them giving us some sort of semblance of what is the actual timeline for everything. So we do have that information, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
So with that being said, it is useful to have. So thanks Marvel for that from their 10 years of Marvel book that they put out. But we need to kind of fix that up just a little bit. Just saying. So, you know. Now, on to the anime news. Yes. Everything that we want. And we're going to start off with the one that Soul doesn't know anything about because I was the only one who watched the show.
I already knew you were going to do it. I already knew it.
I know. You know I'm going to do it to you. And that is Kakagurui. Probably one of my favorite animes that came out on Netflix.
I like the way she looks now. I like the way
Oh, yeah. Everyone loves Jabami. Woo. Love that girl. Wonderful, crazy, psychotic gambling addict. Just how I like them.
I never watched it.
I know you haven't. That's why I was doing this. But if everyone knows, a while back, I watched the first season and absolutely fell in love with it. Really great, really good animation. Loved the gambling aspect. Loved the characters. Very over the top. Very awesome. Just really good all the way around. Well, it was confirmed a while back that they were going to be doing a season 2, which I was all excited for. I was really happy for it. And just earlier this week, they released the first key visuals for the second season, showing off a lot of the characters that are going to be returning, as well as a lot of new characters. And they showed off quite a bit of characters. Now, if you read the manga, you already going to know who most of these people are, but I'm going to go down the list for it. And I do have the link here for the key, the visual novel for you, or the key visuals for you. So that way you could check it out as well.
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah. But of course they have all the main characters. Jabami on the front alongside the president of the gambling club of the school, the principal, or not the principal, the president of the school and everything, of the student council. But the new characters that they're going to be introducing is going to be Rei Batsubami, Terano Totobami, Yumi Totobami, Eramimi Mushibami, Mio Inbami, Miri Inbami, Sumika Warakubami, Nozumi Komobami, Miroslava Honebami, Ibara Obami, and Ren Obami.
I got a question. Why do they all end with Obami?
Yeah, they all end with the name Bami, and I can't tell you because I don't read the manga, but I'm feeling like I should because when I saw that, I'm just like, why do they all have the same like last part of their name? I was like, I know there's certain characters that all is very common, but I was just like, a lot of these characters all have the all of them have Bami. I mean, even the main character Jabami has it. I mean, like,
Jesus Christ, I don't know. It maybe it's like, you know how like My Hero does it. Like it have to do something with their name. Their, I guess,
it's a play on their character names and stuff like that.
But also, I'm looking at the key visuals. Some of the characters look cool. I like the girl that has like the doctor mask on, look like she's from The Grudge.
Oh yeah. I like her.
I like the dude with like the barbed wire tattoo on his neck.
Oh yeah, Ibarra, I could dig him. I was like,
yeah, and he got like shark teeth, and then
gotta love shark teeth, boy.
Then what's the other? It's like some girl. She has like she looks like Killua's brother, kind of. The girl though, she has like a long hair and like I guess it's like tapered off with like I guess like I don't know, a cloth or something.
Oh yeah. I see what you're saying.
But yeah, she looks
Mio, yeah. But
and the girl with like the different color eyes, she's probably super crazy. I can just tell.
Oh yeah, Irami. Yep,
Yeah.
because she's got that Lolita style, so you know what that means. She's a lolly, and that means she crazy.
I can tell.
Always got to have a psycho lolly. I mean, if there's not at least one crazy lolly, then it's not. It's what's it for? You know?
Oh, also I got a question. Is there like monsters in this anime? Like, is there mobs or like gangsters? Anybody in this anime?
No, it's literally all about.
Come
It's all
on.
about gambling.
Duh,
It.
like, how you gonna have a casino without the mob?
Oh no, dude! It's all about literally trying to get like it goes into the aspects of like her obsession with gambling, but everyone trying to rig the game in their favor, playing these crazy gambling games, and it's just
So,
it's really good.
so the people that's going into casino, they try to rig it to try to win
No,
against
so
her.
so basically it's a school, and the only way to get anywhere in the school is you have to gamble for it. So your
Uh,
status, your position, everything, even if you want to be on the student council, you have to gamble for it. And she when these people come, a lot of them all have a bunch of money, right? Because they're all coming from families that have money, and they're all throwing it around like it's nothing. But a lot of people do these bets and stuff like that, but rig these games against the people that they're betting. And she's able to quickly analyze the fact that most of the games are rigged, and yet still falls in love with the fact that that they're betting so heavily on this gamble, and she's just
has,
crazy. It's
has
good.
has she lost yet? In like any time?
Huh?
Has she lost?
Yes.
She lost. Okay. Uh, I might check it out. 'Cause I just thought like she was at like a casino, just doing
Nope.
her
It's
thing.
all the school.
Okay, I might check it out. I might. I need something else to watch. I need something else to watch. I
Hey
might
man,
check
I'm
it out.
telling you, you got that Netflix, watch it.
Oh, it's on Netflix.
Yes sir.
Okay. Okay. Let me put that on the. I'm about to put that on the.
I'm gonna throw you in the bushes. He's over there disrespecting.
Yeah, I'm about to
You
put
know
that
what?
in.
For that, we're gonna talk about your favorite manga getting its anime next. Over there talking about throwing this show in the bushes. I'm gonna throw you in the bushes.
Oh, they made a live action show. Okay.
Oh yeah, they did do a live action of it, and it's also really good.
I just put it in my list. We'll check
Yeah.
it out.
Yeah, I definitely watch it. It is really good. Now, next thing on the list is nope. We're going for it. So, thanks to our boy Operation here in the chat, he was talking about his all-time new favorite manga, right? Talk about that Dr. Stone and how much he loves it. He's talking about it's just the best thing ever. And I told him the best news that he could have ever heard, that hey, Dr. Stone getting an anime adaptation. And boy, Op, you want to talk about questionable taste? You're the one with questionable taste.
I don't know, man, because I tried reading it too, and it was hard for me. I'll be real. It was hard for me.
Yeah, that's what happens when you cross me, boy.
Like when it first came out, like when it first came out, I was reading Doctor Stone when it first came out. I was reading Promise Neverland when it first came out. I dropped Doctor Stone like almost immediately. It just wasn't for me, and I but I might have to pick it up because I did not know it was made by the author who made I Shield 21, and that's in my top 5. So,
yep, it was, and I actually started reading it today at work.
And it was also drawn by the person that made Sunken Rock. Like so,
yeah.
I might give it a try, but it definitely wasn't a good start. I'll say that.
Oh no, so like I was saying, I was reading this manga while I was at work, right? Because what I do, I have a lot of freedom, and I was reading it. I got to maybe chapter 6 or 7, and at that point, I said, "Nah, I'm done," because the story. Oh man,
it was bad. It was like everything happened so fast. It's like a big time skip, and then it was just so boring.
Yes. It felt like it was like, and this is, I'm quoting Op on this one, and he's the one who's still reading it, is that he felt like it was written by a middle schooler.
He might be like the person who made it.
Look, no offense to them, but this was worse than the author for SAO, and he was a high schooler using a shadow writer.
Listen, the person who made this, Dr. Stone, only made really one good manga and one good anime, and that was Eye Shield 21. So
yeah, but I mean, it was. It's questionable. I might give the anime a chance. I'll give the anime a chance. I'll follow the 3-episode rule with it. But man, that manga just,
You only wanted 3 episodes.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna give it a season. You're gonna give it a season.
I give it the first 3 episodes to see if it'll catch my attention, and then after that, if it does,
it's not, dude. You only need more than 3 episodes.
That's why I said I would give it a season.
Yeah, you gotta do a season.
I might do it with this one, but there's a lot that you could typically get from the first. If the first episodes interest you, then you're sold on it. It's like why I really like Joker Game. Like I love political and historical animes, and Joker Game is all about spies in Japan during World War II. That one was dope. But a couple people I know didn't like the first 2 episodes, but that 3rd episode, after they got through the training, hooked them. Just saying, man, it is good. I was like, sometimes you need those 3 episodes to tell, but sometimes you need longer than that. It's just for a lot of people, you got to be careful about their time. So that's why they use the 3 episodes just to kind of gauge if they're going to invest all the time into that series entirely or not. You know, especially with how many shows come out a season now, it's hard to keep up with all of them. So sometimes you have to either pick and choose throughout the season or wait till the end of the season and just binge everything after it's all finished. Yeah, and look who's showing up late. At least he's still getting in. The busy man himself, the family man of the group, and of course the Vegeta defender himself. What's good with you, Super G?
Man, it's all good, brother. Just working and just trying to make the show.
Yeah, and man, I know.
I was listening, so I kind of got what you guys are talking about, the whole Avengers and stuff like that. But I've been told you their freaking timeline was all wonky. So
yes, they was. We know that. And what do you stand by? You stand by a lot of things. Of course, you stand by Dr. Stone. So I'm not really taking your word right now.
And he's still reading it, huh?
He's still reading it too.
Oh yeah.
He says he threw it in the trash, but we know that, man. He lied. He fraud. He a fraud.
And Edward Norton's right. It's a bathroom reader.
Oh, he was saying I'm a bathroom manga reader, which sometimes I am. Gee, now Ops taking shots at you.
Hey, where you at anyway?
Ooh, not here.
So stay in the chat, punk.
Oh, snap. Speaking of news for Vegeta, did anyone else hear the news of what they're doing? And I this is just special here for you, G, is that they released a full, if you want to drop $4,000, they got a full-size, life-size replica statue of Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta.
From 4 stacks, baby. Get them. But
nah, I'm good.
Oh, you don't want your homie there protecting your house?
I got enough statues of him already.
Yo, you can put him in the back. You can put him in the backyard, man. He gonna be chilling, man.
I think he don't really got a backyard to do that, so he couldn't do that.
Oh man, you can put him right next to the door, then the front door.
True, he could.
Does it talk?
Nah, I don't talk.
I don't talk. But it does look hella amazing though. It really does look dope. I was like, man, if I had four stacks to just throw, I was like, yeah, I'd get that. I was like, I'd drop it.
I don't like Vegeta like that, so I probably wouldn't even cry it.
The only one who probably would is G, and he's like, nah, I got enough of them. I just like statues. I was like, if I get a life-size statue,
I don't got a collection. I don't got a collection like King David, but I got
King of Statues. Shout out to King David.
Yeah, again. Shout out King David. That fool's collecting is crazy, dude. Have you seen it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I was like, that's not even. I got like a whole bunch of statues myself, and that's just my collector's editions from games, not even including all my anime ones and all my pop figures and stuff like that, and the ones that I'm gonna start buying here soon. So, your boys are gonna make a jump over there when they do that.
Yeah, I feel you. I just bought my first like statue Black Friday.
Oh, really?
Yep. Batman Who Laughed.
Hey, man, that's the way you got to do it. I was like, you got to find them sales, man. You got to find the good stuff.
Unfortunately, that wasn't even on sale. It was brand new. So I didn't have it on sale.
Yep. But I'll tell you, man, right now, what we got with Dragon Ball, there's quite a bit of news, and we're going to kind of go into that. So, Dragon Ball Super. Love it or hate it, it's a thing. It happened. Some people really enjoyed it. Soul definitely hated it. So, we're going to go into that. But there's been a lot of new info coming out about the Super Broly film, the new manga arc that's continuing, as well as the new villain, as well as a lot of other news that's kind of showing up, man. So, the biggest
villain's
thing...
a swerve.
What?
I said that villain's a swerve.
Oh, you talking about
just like always.
You don't like the way he look, man? He the GOAT.
No, yeah, but I think he's a swerve. You know how because if you remember when he first was airing the Majin Buu, yeah, when he first aired the Majin Buu arc, you seen Babidi he was gonna be the main villain, but he wasn't. He got ripped apart real quick.
He's the character that you get the information from. You're like, oh yeah, I'm not the main villain, but he's the main villain. I'm just hiding running away from him.
So y'all feel like he's gonna be
that's their formula.
It's always like that. It's always like that because even when you go back to the Cell series, the Cell saga, they fronted the androids. The androids were the picture you seen going into that arc, and the androids weren't the main villain in that arc. It was
they were low key running away from Cell. So
but they made you they put them front and center and made you think that's who the villain was going to be for that arc, but that wasn't the case.
That is Dragon Ball formula down to the T.
Yep,
it really is. It really kind of is. That's
I've been watching it way too long, bro. I don't fall for it anymore.
Yeah, but we're gonna talk about it.
But I'm excited because the new arc is coming, nevertheless. So
yeah. And like I said, we're going to talk about that news because Dragon Ball, like I said, has been a big impact on a lot of us because, Dragon Ball was the anime that really brought it over to the West, that really sold a lot of people. Besides Pokemon and a couple others, Dragon Ball was...
people don't even consider Pokemon anime.
Even though it is. They can take that shit on somewhere else. But despite all that, Dragon Ball was the king that really got everyone all on it. And right now, we know that the manga was still going. And actually, the manga just finished up the Tournament of Power story arc. And there was a lot of significant changes from that story or from the way that the Tournament of Power played out in the manga compared to what we got in the anime. And a lot of that, honestly, is Toritaro's impact, definitely, because a lot of people felt that while Kefla was great, and for those that don't know, Kefla was Kale and Caulifla's fusion with the Potaro earrings. So Kefla was the name, and while she was strong and definitely showed off that berserker aspect of things, she wasn't that powerful. While we saw her destroy things, we didn't really see her body anyone. Well, in the manga, Kefla was a universe destroyer. She bodied a lot. She was taking on a lot of our heroes out of Universe 7. She took on some from 6. She took out quite a few from Universes 11 and 13, I think they were from. But yeah, no, she was destructive. And it took a lot of Goku to really use Ultra Instinct against her during that fight.
Unfortunately, the manga, some stuff is good, some stuff is bad. In the manga, she got.
I was just gonna say that
she was fighting Gohan. So in the manga, she got knocked out. They knocked each other out.
Yeah, and then right now they just culminated right now in the Jiren fight, which was also a massive departure because Vegeta didn't get knocked out like he did in the anime. No, it was the showdown between Jiren, Goku, Vegeta, Frieza, and 17. That took everyone to take out Jiren.
That makes more sense, but instead of Goku just completely mastering a technique that he just
barely used all of 30 minutes ago.
I'm saying it's like 5 minutes.
Yeah. Hey guys, I perfected this technique. How? I see.
Yeah, in reality, it was only like 5 minutes because the tournament, you know how it was like slow time, whatever.
Yeah, Beerus was pissed. Like he just really Beerus hasn't even mastered it yet. So like, it was a lot of things, but like, just to go on to like the topic of like the manga, I'm glad they're going forward with like a new arc first instead of the anime.
But they did Master Roshi fighting Jiren and he held his own. Like I don't know about that one.
It was definitely some good and some bad. Like that.
you don't think that Master Roshi's a lot stronger than he shows off sometimes?
No, he shouldn't.
Like, I think he is, but I don't think he's not Jiren strong, bro.
Oh, I don't know. I think he can be.
He shouldn't be able to keep up like at all. Like Master Roshi is cool, but like they can't. They just
right.
Like he cool for a human, but like nah, fam. Like he shouldn't be stronger than Krillin, Tien, nobody. He shouldn't even be in the tournament, low key.
But you also gotta think,
right,
bro. But you also think that the man's couple hundred years. He's been practicing way longer than anyone else has.
That's understandable, but he's still like. We don't put this old man in
like a saying though, bro. He's just a straight human being. Like we're talking about.
I mean, like, everyone else is a human being too.
Like he's a human being. That's it.
The only human is Krillin. Besides that, Tien is what you call him? Ogre or what you call it? Ogre race?
Yeah, it is an ogre.
Yeah, he's an ogre race. So he's not human. And they even did him like disrespectful in the anime. Oh, that pissed me off.
They always just let's be for real. While everyone makes fun of Yamcha, they disrespect Tien just as bad. Yeah, they just don't. While they use him, they don't give him the real time to shine. You know.
Yeah. That whole
cast is fodder.
I shit on Dragon Ball Super and like. It deserves it, but I just hope that going into when it comes back and they have a blueprint for the first couple, I guess the first season or whatever, because of the manga that's coming out, that they do it right, please.
Yeah,
please.
And I think this is where they're finally going to get that. We're going to see the breakaway and really, like I said, while we've seen Toritaro kind of really taking over, it was still very much Toriyama, but now we're really going to see a story all his own with what they're doing, which is being called the Galactic Prisoner Patrol arc, or is it the Galactic Patrol Prisoner arc? I can't. Something like that.
Me, honestly, I think like Dragon Ball is just getting too crazy. It's like getting too much. I think it's way worse than I guess like a show like Superman where like it's just going out of there now. So I don't know what much they can really do except for like big explosions on some Michael Bay shit.
Well, I mean,
just look at the fact that the wish that was made. That's the only thing that helps the story and kind of like resetting some things that the wish that 17 made at the end of the Power of the Tournament, because that wish, the backlash of that wish could be anything. So that's giving them a good launching part to actually straighten out the story, and I think that's why we're getting that Broly movie that's coming out.
Yeah, but now Broly is stronger than Jiren. So like,
yeah,
for sure. But now
I mean,
Broly,
to be fair,
but the best thing is Broly's canon now, dude. So.
Yeah, he's canon. That's good. That's good.
And then
but
maybe that mean, and then like also that makes probably Cooler is gonna start being canon. Like there's gonna be like more possibilities of other things happening.
Yeah, me and my coworkers was talking about this. But what they're gonna do is they're gonna bring back every nostalgic character that we know. And just bring them make them canon so everybody loves it. So then next we're going to probably get Cooler. Next we most likely going to get Janemba.
I can't wait for Janemba. Janemba's dope.
Well, and it's a good thing that y'all brought that up, because that's actually kind of going into what we're talking about is what the movie and what precedent. Yeah, segue over here being the segue king, taking El Mega's position right now. But what the Broly movie is doing is it's rewriting a lot of the canon, as we know, and we've talked about this in the past on how we feel about certain things and rewriting and retconning what they've already established. But it also does set a precedence of what can come in the future. And the biggest thing is Broly's now officially canon. Him being stronger than Jiren is no big surprise. And we're seeing the actual strength of the true legendary Super Saiyan. We know now that they talked about the legendary Super Saiyans with, or as they called them, the Berserker Saiyans, with them teasing Kale and the Tournament of Power, that gave them the perfect segue to bring back that character and be able to introduce him into the actual universe itself, you know? So that's a good thing. But we're gonna see a lot within Broly that is still kind of up in the air, because we're getting Broly, we're getting Bardock, we're getting Dragon Ball Minus. They're adding a new character that's being the creation for the scouts and how they were able to, or the power scouters, and how they were able to read people's power levels back in the day with some of Frieza's new characters and his scientists and stuff like that, as well as we're going to see a little bit more of that. We're going to see Pargus and more of Nappa from his days when he was younger back on Planet Vegeta. So we're getting more from him. Apparently, they've also released new information about Raditz that's going to be revealed during the Super Broly movie. So there's just a lot going into this. And apparently Goten and Trunks with Gotenks are going to have a big part in this film. Which
I don't want to see them unless they have growth.
They're not coming out in the movie.
No, they've been confirmed as being a part of the film very heavily.
Yeah, but they're not. No, they're not.
I see that, but if
I don't believe that, because Beerus is barely in the movie. Beerus is more important than those two little guys are.
Goten is still going to be the same height. They're not going to be teenage. I don't want to see them,
bro. They're both still 5 and 7. They've been 5 and 7 for years.
I don't want to see them do.
This is another aspect.
Gohan doesn't even go on the movie at all.
Yeah, but we don't need Gohan. We got shitty Gohan. I was disappointed with him in the Tournament of Power. Like, we still got shitty Gohan. Like, I thought we were actually gonna get, better Gohan, like Majin Buu Gohan. No, we got shitty Gohan still. Like Trunks, future Trunks.
Gohan's over, bro.
Exactly. And I don't want any more Gohan because of it, because it's nothing but shitty Gohan. I was like, future Trunks did better in the Goku Black Saga until they ruined him with the biggest cop out of all time with the Genki Dama sword.
Oh man, boy, I was destroying that show when that bullshit happened, bro.
Bruh, they had the best villain. They had one of the best story arcs. They had the greatest character development for future Trunks with that, and they threw it away in 5 minutes. Like, they did everything right, and they ruined it in 5 minutes.
Listen, they wanted to.
I know they did, and we got shitty Trunks again, and we've had shitty Gohan. We're never gonna get good Gohan again. We are stuck with what we got in the Tournament of Power, and it's depressing. I'm just saying it.
I don't want to go on a rant anymore.
He's like, I don't want to talk about it. But as I was getting to the point of with this, I have a feeling there's still a lot of teases that we're gonna see Gogeta. So having Gotenks in the film makes sense, because Akira Toriyama.
All you need is Piccolo. Keep them guys out of there.
Yeah, just
all you need is Piccolo to teach them. That's it. You don't need them two little cats. Keep them out.
I mean, to be fair,
throw them in the bushes.
Those
characters aren't progressing, dude. They weren't in the Tournament of Power. We don't need them. They're not important.
To be fair, it was Goku. It was Goku and Piccolo who taught them how to do the fusion dance. Oh no, it was Piccolo and Krillin who taught them how to do the fusion dance.
Yeah, I'm about to say no. It doesn't matter. All you need is Piccolo. That's it. Keep the little guys out of here. They ain't no. But
the Gogeta talks have gotten bigger because recently Akira Toriyama released his first official sketch of the character. And most people don't realize that a lot of the characters that we saw in the films were not created or drawn or anything by Akira Toriyama himself. So this was his first official sketch of Gogeta when they were talking about the double feature leading into the Super Broly film with Bardock, Father of Goku, and Fusion Reborn. So it's definitely a possibility we may see Joninba make a return as a villain for a film or something else here in the future, as well as possibly the return of Cooler and Metal Cooler and stuff like that in time, possibly, depending on how it's all done. As long as we don't get Bio Broly, I'll be happy. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, they're not gonna get. I doubt they give us Bio, but yeah,
I hope not, because Bio Broly was god awful, and
yeah,
I thought Second Coming was bad.
Yeah, they just they're gonna give us all the OG classic villains.
Yeah, but I think they're gonna definitely put it in the new canon now with what they're establishing with Super, as well as being able to figure out ways to kind of put it into films, as well as combine multiple ones together.
Yeah,
and kind of see how it plays. Like I said, they're doing a lot with the Broly film, which is why I have fears about it, but I am looking forward to it. But the good news is that for the fans who do want the anime to return, more than likely we will see it return come next April, since that'll be a year after it finishes, and it'll allow them to kind of put some time into what they're doing right now with the Galactic Patrol arc. And for those who aren't aware, this does mean that we are going to get to see more of everyone's favorite galactic policeman, Jakku. Also, Jaya, I think it's Jaya, also makes a return. So yeah, definitely get to
we'll see where this takes.
Yeah, but it'll be interesting. And also along with that is that the Galactic Patrol arc takes place after the Broly film. So that does kind of give you where this will take place in the canon. So make sure you watch that film if you want to know what's going on. And to kind of go off that, they did release the dates that it will be premiering here in the US. It is going to be in theaters January 16th, but it is only going to be in the dub released through Funimation's movie program. Unlike what they did with My Hero 2 Heroes, where they had both a sub and dub, they are strictly doing this one only in dub for right now, and will possibly be releasing the sub in another form later on down the line. So there's your little service announcement from everyone for everyone wants to go see Super Broly. I know I'm getting my tickets here soon.
Yeah, I'm definitely grabbing them because I don't need any spoilers. I had to make sure I'm muted keywords on Twitter.
Yeah. Unlike another certain fraud who doesn't know how to keep his fingers off about saying certain things, a certain operation.
Yeah, he can't.
He's bad. And Z Black Rider, what's up, my man? We're talking about the Dragon Ball Super Broly film that will be coming out. It appears actually in 2 weeks in Japan. And speaking of that, they're going to be doing on the 12th, they're going to be doing a 1-hour special episode. They haven't said what the episode's going to entail, but a lot of people are kind of thinking it's going to be similar to what they did for the One Piece Gold film, where they did like a 30-minute episode special, kind of doing a lot of behind the scenes, talking about the film and a lot of art and stuff like that, kind of where they were going with it. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with this 1-hour special on December 12th at 9 a.m. Japan time, which was the original time slot for Dragon Ball. So do be sure to check that out. Check Crunchyroll and anywhere else where they might have streamed or simulcast Dragon Ball to see kind of what they do with that as well. So if you are a fan, do be aware that is also coming as well. Now, since we talked about all of our anime and our good old comics and movies, there's a little something special that I think we kind of want to talk about. And this is kind of special to us because this kind of gets to us because of the kids that we were that kind of grew up with this. And for those that don't know, this week has dropped, and last week too, dropped 3 very big trailers for very special films coming out from Disney. And that should already give you a hint on what it is. So in the last 2 weeks, we saw the trailer for Toy Story 4, the first look at the Mulan live action film, and the first trailer for The Lion King. And Holy hell, does 2 out of those 3 actually make me feel really good?
What's the one you don't like? I already know, but I need you to say it. I need you to say
I'm questioning Mulan right now. And I'm only questioning it because of the fact that while it has a lot of the very base information there, and kind of a lot of what was in the film, they are doing their own thing and making it very martial artsy. But you also got to think about some of the names that are on the film, so it makes sense. But it doesn't feel like Mulan. They're not fighting they're not fighting the Mongolians anymore or anything like that. It's like undead, something like that.
They find undead. Oh wow!
Something like that. It's something weird. I can't remember. I was questioning it the whole time. And if anyone remembers that film where I think it was Brad Pitt, I think, who was like the white guy fighting in China, and they were like, yeah. So you remember when they were all hanging off the side of the Great Wall of China with the spears, like on the other side of the wall, waiting for everything that was about to attack, and they were fighting on the wall like that. Yeah. There's a scene like that in the Mulan trailer.
Oh, wow. I think it's called Great Wall. I think it's called Great Wall.
Yeah.
Is it called? Yeah. Is it called Great Wall?
That movie with Matt Damon.
Yeah, was it Matt Damon? Okay. I couldn't remember if it was. Okay.
Yeah, it's called the Great Wall. Oh yeah. Oh that shit was terrible, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that. They had like demon dogs and weird shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just looked at the Mulan trailer. I don't know. Yeah. At least they didn't whitewash it. No.
Yeah, that's true. They didn't, and like I said, it feels very martial artsy just because of the kind of names that they have attached to it.
But I agree. It doesn't feel like Mulan.
Yeah, and that's my one fear.
Nope, that's trash.
Of this movie. Well, all right. Well, we already know where G stands on this, but I will agree that it is.
No, the Mulan. I'm not talking about the Lion King. Mulan.
No, that's what I'm talking. That's what I'm talking about. Is that the Mulan? That we know how you feel. But like I said, they have a lot.
Hey, but segue real quick. That Mowgli Netflix movie is gonna be legit, bro.
Oh yeah, it's about to come out soon. It's coming out soon.
Yeah, it's coming out in like a week or two.
Yeah.
But back to Lion King and that Lion King is legit.
But yeah, Mulan for a lot of us, we grew up with that old wonderful film that it was, and it had an impact, But seeing what they're doing with this live action, I'm questioning it. And the biggest thing that kind of, bothers me is the fact that they didn't get Jackie Chan in the film at all, I know he's not acting as much anymore, but I mean, the dude did the original theme song in Cantonese. Like, come on now.
I honestly think he probably just want to chill now. And so I can't get mad at him because they probably definitely did go to him, but I think he's probably like nah, or he probably has another project that he had to do.
It's definitely possible.
Yeah, I don't know. It would have been actually, I kind of the way in the direction they go. I kind of wouldn't even want to see Jackie in it. Actually,
yeah, but they got Jet Li to play the Emperor. I think Jackie Chan would have been perfect for the Emperor.
Oh, I didn't even. It looks so dark. I didn't even see Jet Li. Wow.
Yeah, Jet Li's the Emperor, and then Donnie Yen is Commander. He's Commander Ten.
Oh no, I gotta watch it.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's very martial artsy because of the names that they got with this film. Okay, so they got Donnie Yen, they got Jet Li, they got Ron Yeon, they got Jason Scott Lee, Yosan An.
They got Jason Scott. Oh, I gotta watch now. I gotta watch it just off the strength of these names, man. Like, I don't know, man.
They even got Roger Yan to play Duba Tegan. Like, they got a really lot of big actors, or especially martial artists, to be in this film. They even got Chen Tang to play Yao.
I haven't seen Jason Scott Lee in a minute.
Yep, and I got some hefty trash bags to throw it in.
The last film I watched with him was the Bruce Lee film. The Bruce Lee film. That was the last thing I seen with Jason Scott Lee. Okay. But I don't know. Like,
Z, I know you're behind in the stream, but the Keanu film that was 47 Ronin.
It wasn't good, but it was cheesy good. It was.
Which one?
Good. Oh, the dragon movie. Well, Jason
Scott Lee, Bruce Lee movie.
Oh yeah. But it wasn't that bad.
That's a decent cast, but he got Donnie Yen, man.
Yeah, Donnie Yen, man. Donnie Yen does everything. Donnie Yen don't stop. I love Donnie Yen.
Go.
Seriously. But he is the GOAT. He is one of the top martial artists besides Jet Li, Bruce Lee, and Jackie Chan. He is one of the most iconic he is one of the most iconic martial artists. I would also say Tony Jaa is also an iconic.
Yeah, Tony Jaa is.
I'm about to say, yeah, don't disrespect Tony Jaa. Tony Jaa, dude.
And
then I don't know a boy's name. I don't know a boy's name, but that dude in the raid.
Yeah,
that dude's a beast too.
He's an upcoming star, and he's doing really good. Like I just watched Mile 22. He's looking good in there.
And then they got that watch the movie on Netflix. I think it's like The Night Comes For Us.
Yeah, I watched it when it first came out. It was amazing, fire, straight fire.
Yeah.
And he's the big martial arts star right now. Like you know how like it always takes like a couple years for the next big martial arts star to come up.
Yeah,
he's in that spot. So I like it. I might just have to. I'm probably gonna watch it on like a Tuesday. I might watch Mulan on Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check it out just to see. But like I said, that trailer did not sell me. However, the other two definitely hit me in my young child's heart. And the first one is definitely Toy Story, because Toy Story is definitely one of those movies that have put so many years in between each film that at each point in time for the toys, as well as what they're trying to reach when they got like in Andy's life and everything else, it really followed for a lot of kids that were around the same age at that time. Like with Toy Story 3, when that came out, it's talking about Andy when he was going off to college. I had just went into college myself around that time. And, you do kind of grow out of things, and it kind of shows that evolution of growing up and things, but passing on and to either new kids or things like that, like what we saw. And with Toy Story 4, we're kind of seeing that first aspect of, a new kid getting to have new inspiration with new toys. And it's very interesting so far with what they're doing with it. What did you think about it, Soul?
I'm really not a crazy fan of Toy Story. So like it was like during that same day it got completely like overshadowed by another detective that dropped the trailer. So I was more excited about that trailer than Toy Story, because when I seen Detective Pikachu, Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, dude, Detective Pikachu I'm all for. But we already gushed enough about Detective Pikachu.
I already know like how because it's a long lasting series. I already know people are like super attached, like just from like the poster. It was like emotional. It looked like homeboy about to fall apart. Like so. I don't know. I already know it's gonna be a good film. I'm not really excited for it.
Yeah, I can understand that, but for me, like I absolutely loved it and really loved Toy Story, so I'm really looking forward to Toy Story 4. What about you, G? How are you feeling about it? All right, good talk. He probably had to step away for a second.
He don't like the film either, so he's with me.
Okay. So he's also a fraud in life. Okay. Got no happiness or nothing. Now, the other biggest one is the one that really surprised the hell out of everyone. And it's blown up since it came out. It's been used in very hilarious ways. But the trailer and the first teaser for the Lion King live action, and holy just shit, man. It looks beautiful. The animals themselves, from the animation, the way they have it all so realistic, and just the way that everything looks is phenomenal. But not just that, it's the cast that they have for this movie. Like so many big names. The biggest two, of course, are being the leading actors, which is Donald Glover is going to be the voice for Simba, as well as Beyonce. That's right. The Queen Bee herself is going to be the voice of Nala.
Then we got, wait, we can't forget about the God tier, James Earl Jones
as Mufasa.
He's back. So
the legendary iconic voice himself is being the father.
And then we got Whoopi back. And
there's so many great African and Black actors who are going to be doing the voices in this film, and we can really go down through it. Like we have Chiwetel Ejiofor. I can't ever pronounce his last name right. I think
his name is so difficult, bro. I know who you're talking about, but his name is so difficult.
Chiwetel's going to be playing Scar. Seth Rogen's going to be playing Pumbaa. Billy Eichner is going to be playing Timon. We got John Connie as Rafiki. John Oliver is going to be playing Zazu. Then we got Alfrea Woodard as Sarabi. We got Keegan-Michael Key is going to be playing Kamari. And we got Eric Andre playing Azizi. So they're going to be playing the hyenas. Doesn't say who Arjan Tenbroek is going to be playing, but of course, James Earl Jones is going to be Mufasa. We got Florence Kasumba is going to be playing Shenzi. And then we got J.D. McCrary is going to be playing young Simba. And Shadi Wright Joseph is
James Earl
playing,
Jones is back.
Yeah, young Nala.
Yeah. That the little kid JD, like we seen him, like, he was on Ellen like a couple years back, like just talking about the film. But like he's a really good young talented singer, so I can't wait to see this film, bro.
Oh, definitely, man! It's gonna be something amazing.
I know, for everything, but I already know they're gonna drop another trailer, and cause they didn't show Scar yet. So bro, when they show him, it's gonna, oh man.
Dude, that's gonna be dark, bro. Let me see.
Oh, it's gonna be something else. But just hearing it with James Earl Jones
is gonna be fire, bro.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
I'm just waiting to see Scar because he's gonna have the green knife with the scar. He's gonna look crazy, bro.
Dude, I just want to hear Chiwetel and James Earls just talk and just see that. Yeah. I don't even care that it's Scar Mufasa. I want to hear them talk together. Rafiki looks amazing.
Rafiki looked dope, dude. I was so excited when I seen him. I was like, oh my gosh, Rafiki looks sick. Lion King's one of my favorite movies, bro. When it comes to Disney.
I'm still more excited for Detective Pikachu, low key. I don't know why.
That looks sick too, dude.
I think
it's because it comes out before, so it's like
yeah, probably. Maybe when this gets closer, I'll probably I'm all in.
Yeah, you'll get the buzz and get all hyped for it when it gets closer.
Yeah,
but yeah, that movie's kind of a far way off. It's like next summer.
Yep.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a while before
probably around next April, right? Okay, right after Detective Pikachu comes out, then you'll get hyped for it.
Yeah,
this says the release date is July 19th, 2019.
Yeah, so it'll be right after Detective Pikachu. So there you go. You got all that to get hyped for. But yeah, dude, the Lion King. Oh my god! And think about this, for that live action, what they're doing with it. It had been rumored for years,
a long time.
For a while, there was a rumor that Beyonce and Donald Glover were gonna do the voice, but nothing was confirmed. But now to finally actually see that trailer and get that word that it is coming out, like, oh my god, I'm so happy.
I'm just waiting for like an actual trailer where they're talking. Like I can't, like, this is gonna be crazy, bro.
But seriously, to recreate that very iconic opening scene with Rafiki blessing Simba and showing off the new king of Pride Rock, that the way it was almost a pure 1-to-1 recreation is just mind blowing.
Like the way the animals like bowed and stuff, dude, it looks so sick. And then like
yes,
that,
like I said, if you watch it like side by side, it's a near 1-to-1 mirror recreation of the entire scene.
Yeah, I can't wait for the stampede and everything, bro.
They best film. This is what brought Disney back from the dark times, Lion King. So they had to go all out.
Yep,
dude,
they really did, and
good.
I'm looking forward.
When
to
I
it.
see Lion King, I just see like the greatness that the Jungle Book like did. Like,
oh my
over
god,
that.
Yeah, Jungle Book was also another one that was really amazing, and
Yeah,
I
Jungle
love
Book
that.
was
Yeah,
bad. I don't
the
know why
live action
people
Jungle
get
Book
on.
was dope,
Yeah,
dude.
it was really good.
I didn't care for
Unfortunately,
I didn't care for live action Beauty and the Beast, but Jungle Book was dope.
Oh
Beauty and
man,
Beast, Beauty and Beast was pretty decent too, but it wasn't like. But
but dude,
Book,
Jungle Book was awesome. I just love being able to sing Bare Necessities again as an older. That's all I cared about. Is just growing up with that. Just needed my Baloo.
Dude,
but no,
Bill Murray.
Yeah, but yeah, Z, the original Lion King came out back in 94, actually, not 95. It was June 24, 94. But holy hell, in one day, the Lion King teaser trailer got 250 million views. One day.
It's like on a YouTube channel.
So what y'all predicting? Lion King bigger than Avengers 4 or no?
Of course.
Oh, absolutely.
It's gonna break records. This is what I think.
Dude, that's gonna be the clash next summer, bro.
I think Detective Pikachu is gonna rattle. I think Detective Pikachu is gonna break Avengers records, and then Lion King is gonna.
I don't think it'll break Avengers. Well, maybe the original Avengers. I definitely will say it'll
annihilate everything, bro.
It's Pokemon, bro. Like,
I agree with that, but I'm still not entirely sure. Like, don't get me wrong, Detective Pikachu is gonna do numbers. I just don't know what kind of numbers.
That's just gonna do numbers.
I don't think
before. Watch.
But you gotta understand.
Hang on. Let me ask this. Let me ask you this.
Let me ask you this. Avengers beat that.
Yeah. Let me ask you this.
Oh, Avengers.
What do you think?
Avengers, the one you have,
domestically versus globally? What are you calling for Detective Pikachu?
Is gonna smack those movies around. Watch.
Well, what do you think? What do you think is gonna do domestic versus global?
Watch. Detective Pikachu is gonna smack everything. That's gonna be the biggest movie ever. Because the Japanese population, they're just and they're gonna watch that movie like crazy.
What about say bloody? I just think
you gotta remember the Black Panther would have probably beat.
He's talking to someone else. He got distracted.
Our entire generation is gonna watch Pikachu. Yeah. They're gonna go see it. And then the generation after us.
You know what's sad is I'm probably gonna take my mom to go see that because she liked the way that live action Jigglypuff looked because she made fun of his little Elvis swirl.
It's Pikachu. Pikachu and Pokemon is known by almost all every generation. A lot of people are going to see this film. That's why I say this film, Detective Pikachu is gonna break the record, and then Lion King is gonna break it even more.
It's gonna go I'm not denying that. It's gonna go like this. It's like Detective Pikachu is gonna set the starting goal of what's gonna be for next year. Right after that, Avengers 4 is gonna blow that away, and then right after that,
Pikachu's gonna hold the crown.
You think
Pikachu's gonna hold the crown until Lion King?
I don't know about that. Well, don't get me wrong. Pokemon is iconic world phenomenon that's stemmed at least 2 to 3 generations. That a lot of people recognize Pokemon, whether they grew up with Pokemon or not. But I still don't. I don't know. It's gonna do numbers. I'm not denying that's gonna do numbers. This is
the first ever Pokemon film, bro. The first ever
live action, yeah, but I mean, there's been plenty of Pokemon films, and they never do
the first one did numbers, bro, back for its time, dude.
Mewtwo Strikes Back did hella
big numbers.
Yeah, I'll say that Mewtwo Strikes Back did blow numbers away for the time period.
That was way back when, bro. Yeah, for the time period, that thing did numbers, bro.
And all of our generation.
And Pokemon's much bigger now than it was then. Way bigger now than it was.
It's gonna be crazy.
It really is. But I still think that Avengers 4 is gonna be.
And the reason why too is because you got to think about when Pokemon initially started, we was super young, and now we're grown. But then the generations behind us also picked up Pokemon. It's just not for our generation. It's for generations beyond us.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying is that we're looking at 2 generations, maybe 3, because some of the adults from when we were kids know. Well, I say 3 because of the fact that if you count like our parents and stuff like that, some of them recognize Pokemon and can find enjoyment in that because of the fact that it was, an easily enjoyable show for a lot of people because of the fact that at that time. But definitely for the younger generation right after ours, we have at least 2 generations for sure that are
and then the ones that are like growing up like now, dude, they're still on it too. So
yeah, but they're also getting that new version, and they've already retconned a lot of stuff that older people just like, no, that's not Pokemon.
But like, listen, they don't worry about that.
They don't know about that
live action Pokemon, and it looks like it's not the CG isn't shitty. It looks crazy. Just like, bro,
they put money behind that movie, dude.
This movie is about to go berserk, bro. Like,
you see Charizard.
Let me get to this. Is that what do you think that this number is going to hit domestic versus global? I want to get your thoughts on this because I kind of want to put everyone's money to this mouth right here.
I don't know. Like, honestly, I can't say, but like it's gonna like Asia and or just in general.
That's that right there, dude. Yep.
People are going to
Asia's the big movie market besides Hollywood.
Asia, like, wasn't there mascot?
That thing, you know how Asia went crazy for like Transformers and everything? Pikachu, Pikachu's gonna annihilate that too.
Dude, China went crazy for Venom.
But that's a different thing because like Asia,
no, but I'm saying dude.
But this
Venom outsold
Venom numbers up, dude.
Dude,
this is gonna be another tier, bro. Because like, remember we seen videos of them like walk like they got like a Pikachu day. They got like a Pikachu holiday, bro. Like,
I think that's in Japan.
They got restaurants, they got all kind of stuff,
bro.
Dude, globally, people love Pikachu.
Lion King is gonna do.
Let's keep it real.
Lion King is gonna, it's gonna break this record, Pikachu record. But like, it's gonna be hard because I guarantee they're gonna be neck and neck. I'm just gonna.
Hang on. Hang on.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, ain't nobody breaking Pikachu, bro. I don't think Lion King gonna do it.
And I can't even get mad at you for saying that. Like,
yeah, I don't even think Lion King gonna do it. I think Pikachu's gonna set a record, bro. That ain't gonna be touched for a while.
Okay, well, good news is that Avengers 4 comes out the week before Detective Pikachu.
It's going to get slaughtered, bro.
And it's yep.
Bro,
Avengers gonna win its weekend, and that following weekend, Pikachu's gonna smack it. I bet anything on that.
It's gonna have the worst. It's gonna have the worst Marvel drop off, bro. That's gonna have the.
Yep.
Jesus, I did not know.
And you know what? That is perfectly
Disney's gonna
fine.
move it, dude. Disney's gonna move it.
Let's talk about this. Disney is banking next year with how much they have packed. They don't care, even if it's a bad weekend. If they have a bad drop off for a Marvel film, that is still money, dude.
Avengers is moving.
You think they're
it's gonna come out 2 weeks earlier than what it's supposed to come out?
Kind of like what they did with Avengers or with Infinity War.
Pokemon is owned by Warner Brothers, so like they losing.
I don't know. Like I said, it's gonna be something. It'll be something for sure with whatever happens.
Like part 2s of a films always do the worst. So
say that to the Captain America films.
Man, like no Harry Potter. If this is a part 2, like
no, you know what helped Captain America is they didn't label it a part 2.
Yeah, part 2's always the worst.
Hey, look, Dark World
part 2s.
Dark World did worse.
So since they didn't get labeled part 2s, they the first one was bad, so that's why. So for it to say that the second one was bad, that's not saying much.
Hey, what about Guardians of the Galaxy?
Iron Man 2 was bad, right?
Well, yes, Iron Man 2 was bad. No denying that. But what about Guardians Galaxy 2? That one did better.
I'm just saying like continuations of a film, like just a continue. Like if it's like perfect example, the Harry Potter film, like they put them in part 2s. It was like part 1, part 2, whatever.
Oh yeah. It's one movie, but they split it into 2 individual films, like Hunger Games and that. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, like the second one always do bad
because it's too drawn out too. It's not really that great, dude. When they do that, like The Hobbit. I didn't like that they did The Hobbit that way.
I might have to agree with you, fam. I might have to say Pokemon gonna have it, dog.
Yep.
I don't know. I think overall for the year that Lion King's gonna reign supreme. I honestly think so.
I can agree with you on that, but like I can see where you're coming from, but like I just know that it's gonna be Pokemon. It's gonna be Pokemon and It could be a Pokemon and
like, don't get me wrong.
Like, up there. Avengers not in the competition right now. It's over. Avengers.
It's gonna do no. Look, I'm just getting to the point with Avengers is that even for a drop off for a Marvel film being crazy, that is still goddamn money that they're gonna be.
Of course,
like that is still numbers. Like no movie can even come close to the numbers that they're gonna be doing. But when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, that Pokemon's gonna sell numbers, and Lion King.
You know the funny thing about it? I think that
I'm telling you that Lion King with that cast and what they're already putting in, the amount of people that are sold on the Lion King, it's going to be the king next year.
I can agree with you on that, but it's I don't know.
Lion King gonna do Black Panther numbers, and that's about it, bro. But Pikachu gonna do some numbers we ain't seen before.
I don't know about Black Panther. Lion King is gonna be up there with Pikachu. I can say that. They're gonna probably be neck and neck.
I don't think it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna be neck and neck, but it'll be up there. But it ain't gonna be neck and neck.
But like
Pikachu got a totally different audience, bro. That's gonna be like
true. That's true. But like
cultivating, bro. Like I'm telling you,
Beyonce got the Beehive, and I don't know, man.
Black Panther at the end of its total run.
Hey, Lion King gonna be bootleg. It's gonna be the most bootleg movie next year.
It definitely is gonna be the most bootleg movie. It definitely
did $1.35 billion.
That's what it will be. It will be the most bootlegged movie next year. That's for sure.
Infinity War did $2 billion. I was just like, so I can see both Lion King and Detective Pikachu going to $1 billion. I could see them going into $1 billion. After that, it's kind of up in the air. I could see Lion King definitely holding on for a long time. Detective Pikachu is going to be the one that's kind of a variable because it definitely has a dedicated Pokemon fan base.
Wait, how much do you think they're gonna earn?
I definitely think that both overall worldwide are gonna break $1 billion easily. No denying that. Just where they go after that, I don't know.
I'm gonna say both of them are gonna hit $5 billion, bro, easily.
You think $5 billion?
Yes, bro.
No.
Yes, bro. This is.
Hey, I'll go with you. I'll go with you. $5 billion with Pikachu, bro. I won't go $5 billion with Lion King. I won't.
Hey, really?
I know Pikachu's gonna do it.
No.
Yo.
Really? $5 billion? $5 billion. 5 with a B.
Yes, bro.
Yes.
There is no way.
There's more moviegoers now, bro. I'm telling you.
No, and I'm saying that it is nearly impossible for it to hit $5 billion. The highest grossing movie of all time right now is, let me see,
Avatar,
and that one hasn't even broke $3 billion. That's
Avatar, bro. That's Avatar.
And
that's a new original property, bro. We're talking about something that's legacy, bro.
We're talking about Pikachu and Lion King, dog.
I'm telling you, dude, that even Star Wars, something that has legacy, Titanic, which has legacy, even Jurassic World, they did only 4 movies have broken $2 billion.
I'm gonna lower my statement.
All right, I'll say 3 then.
I'm gonna say 3. I'm gonna say 3. I'm gonna say the same thing. I'm gonna lower my statement.
I'm gonna say 3.
3.
Okay.
Yo, I'll say 3.
All right, so y'all think it's gonna be?
I'm gonna go 3. I'm gonna go 3.5. I'm gonna go 3.5. 3.5 Pikachu, and then 3 for Lion King.
Bet on this? You want to make a bet?
We can make a gentleman's bet. We can make a gentleman's bet. We can make a gentleman's bet.
Yeah,
we can all make a gentleman's bet. Like if I will send out a tweet. I can send out a tweet saying that you're the god and all this craziness.
All right. So Super G says that it's good that Detective Pikachu is gonna hit 3.5 billion. And you're saying what, 3 billion?
Yeah, I'm saying both were around 3.
Both of them are around 3.
How about just both beat Avatar's billion?
They both gonna do that in court.
They both have to beat $2.8 billion. So
yeah, that's the deal. That's the deal. Yeah,
so they have to break 2.8 billion, both of them.
Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
So y'all are both saying 2.8 bill for both Lion King and Detective Pikachu. I'm gonna say that they both hit at least 1.5 billion. I could see that happening.
Bro, this is Pokemon and Lion King we talk about.
And I know that, but I'm still saying that.
I don't like. I'm more sure that Pikachu would do it more than Lion King will, but I still have faith in Lion King doing it.
I'm saying that there's only been 36 movies in all of existence that have broken a billion, and only 4 that have broken 2. And 2 of them are legacy series, and one of them is iconic with the Titanic. That's adjusted for inflation.
We talking about Lion King and Pokemon.
And again, we were also talking about Star Wars with the Force Awakens.
Pokemon's legacy, bro, is like monumental, bro. That legacy on that. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, yep. I can agree. Yep. With that. Yeah. At least on the international scale, it's bigger than a lot of others.
Hey, Pokemon is bigger than the Titanic.
Dog, everything on the list.
Talk about the Titanic right now, bro.
Everything on the list for the top is bigger than Avatar. Like nobody can even remember Avatar. I don't even know why it's number 1. Like it shouldn't be number 1. And I want to know how it got there. I think it's a scam. Honestly,
it's been there, dude.
I know it's always been there, but like nobody can never like anybody I ask can never like tell me.
It's James Cameron. The man is a mastermind when it came to visual effects and his editing with movies that he did.
That's cool, but I don't like. So what? What about the story? Who knows about the story of Avatar?
I do.
You tell me the story. What about the story?
What is the story? The story is about a group of military soldiers who are out in space who go to this world, and they have found a group of indigenous known as the Na'vi. Well, one of
that movie sucked.
He didn't even let me finish. He just said, "No, that's sucked."
I would fall asleep. No,
no, I loved it.
It was a decent movie, but I definitely don't remember it, and it shouldn't be that high.
I do remember, but then again, I guess I just had that eidetic memory, unlike you frauds.
You might be right. Yeah.
So it's just like I've done a lot of stuff.
Hey, that movie is highly overrated, bro. Highly overrated.
It really is. It really is.
Oh no.
Avatar is that's the most overrated piece of junk ever in life, bro.
Yeah, it should be in the top 10, but it definitely should be number 1. It should be number 1.
I liked it.
Hey, dude, that thing overrated, bro.
G over here saying, "No, it's shit, it's trash," and you just hear the background, but it's good. No, it's not.
That's my better half, but yeah, she liked it. But
oh, that's great.
That movie was overrated though. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident in them 2 films. What I was about to say is I guarantee Avengers probably they're gonna drop Avengers a week early.
I think they would do that.
I told you.
I feel like
I
feel like they would do that, similar like they did with this one with Infinity War. I can see them.
They dropped that.
They gonna move it. They gonna move that shit away from Pikachu.
They moved that.
They gonna move it away. They gonna move it away from Pikachu, or they gonna have 1 week of success. That's it.
Yeah. Like I said,
Pikachu from the shock the world. No pun intended.
Yeah, I didn't know they did it last year, but it would make sense. I'd rather have 2 weeks of success than 1. So.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be something interesting for sure. So it's gonna all culminate into something. I'll say that much, dude. It's gonna be big.
We got some good films coming out, man. It's looking good this year. Well, next year, it's looking real good.
Next year's getting stacked. And think about that too. Is that also in March that we got Captain Marvel too? So we
got. I'm about to be broke, man. Broke with movies and games.
I know, man. You're telling me like from like January to March is gonna break me for games. The rest of the year is gonna break me for movies, man. Like, damn.
I'm gonna be eating cups of noodles, and that's about it.
It's gonna be on that old school college student diet, noodles and mac and cheese.
Yeah, facts. What else? What else didn't we talk about?
You ain't making them noodle spreads. You can find a bologna and chop it up, put it inside it.
Yeah, I mean, oh man,
spreads, bro, all day.
Oh no, no. But I think we've kind of hit it here, and we got to have a little moment there, reminiscing about our childhood and getting heated about our childhood as well. You know how it goes when you have nerds like us out here doing what we do. But we're gonna go ahead and call it out from here. Soul, tell them where they can find you at, brother.
You can find me on Twitter. I'm always on Twitter. I post dumb shit. So yeah, follow me on there at Soul King Lives.
Yeah, you definitely been posting some dumb shit over there. Getting caught up on Black Twitter over there.
Yeah.
Over the stuff.
You know, you gotta make sure Kid Smooth. He gotta think about before he tweet, man. I
know, but sometimes you just some of the things you say you get involved with Black Twitter anyways. But man, that whole thread. Oh boy,
that was just hilarious. I like Kid Smooth, but that's the
definition of pouring gasoline on an open
about
fire.
That. You stay in your head and you keep it to yourself.
Facts.
and just as you called it too, with the Latina comment too. Oh my god!
Everybody start using it. Yeah, everybody start. Uh-oh, man.
If y'all don't know what we're talking about, look at his Twitter and find out. It is the greatest dumpster fire you will ever find. It is hilarious.
Yeah, Kid Smooth is hilarious, man. Follow that man. It's hilarious.
Shout out to Kid Smooth.
You shout out to Kid Smooth, and also shout out to Jeff.
Thought system.
If you're on Reddit, go to our Black Twitter. That'll also entertain you as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, all right. We're pushing too much dumb stuff right now. Super G, tell them where they can find you at, Matt.
You can find me on Twitter, Super G. You guys know where to find me, so it's all good.
Yeah, you find him.
It's simple. Keep it moving.
Keep it moving. Of course, Soul King never also tells
I'm gonna be lurking though.
Yeah, he always lurking. And of course, Soul King always there just saying check him out on Twitter about the stupid stuff he posts, but he doesn't talk about the cool stuff.
And check out his beautiful art, man.
Yeah.
Check out his work, dude.
Man, if you follow him, you will see some of that stuff. But you know, I post more memes and stuff. You know, I like to entertain.
You are very meme heavy alongside Operation. Both y'all with the meme lords over there. But the man does so much art for so many people, and also when he's bored, he does all the art for the channel. He's too humble to talk about and brag about himself. Check out his stuff.
We about to get a nice, crispy HD banner y'all are gonna be seeing. So.
Oh yeah, and don't worry, he's still working on the chibis in time.
Yeah, and you know that's gonna take a long time.
Take a little bit of time. But yeah, we're getting new overwork. He's updating the logo, but we're getting a new banner, which is the big thing for the channel. So make sure that y'all are subscribed. We don't say it enough, but please share this out to your friends. Please like if you haven't. Definitely leave a comment down below, please. We don't say it enough. We just love having y'all here talking with us in the chat and just enjoying what we do. But every little bit helps out, guys. Truly, we are much appreciated. Of course, if you're here, you are on the channel, so you know what it is. It is my channel here for the Bloody Knuckles. The O's, the zeros, the E's, the threes. Of course, you can also find our links down below. You can find me on Mixer, Twitter, as well as our Facebook page. Or Soul's going to start posting some of his art there so you can see what the man does on his free time when he's not just messing around on his computer, doing gaming stuff. Playing PUBG 24/7.
Also, I'm the new PR member for Shadow Tech. Check him out.
He is the new. He has been selling us on Shadow Tech for the past 24 hours since he started using it. So they sponsor. Just
I keep y'all. Yeah. Give us a sponsor. Give us a shadow box. Shout us out.
Yeah,
I'm out here putting out work.
Yeah, you heard him. Sponsor us. We'll be your PR managers right now, or at least this man will. All right, guys, we're gonna hop on out of here. So peace out and check you later, guys.
Peace.